Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. For those of you who are new here, we are Strong in Second Grade. We are a group of second grade teachers who work in Title I schools, and we decided to start this company after seeing kids fall through the cracks year after year. Our hearts are very passionate towards students who are significantly below grade level, who often just get counted out. People lose faith and lose hope that these kids are going to succeed, that they're going to get out of the red, that their data will improve. So we have just decided that our mission as a company is to not forget about those kids, to not forget about the kids in the red, 2 years behind, struggling to keep up with curriculum. We understand that a lot has changed because of huge events that have occurred in the past few years, COVID being one of them, huge changes in curriculum. Kids are needing time to adjust, and they're needing teachers who are not going to give up on them. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a behind the scenes look of how I created the resource that you see in front of you. This resource is called a peanut butter and jelly matching activity. So the whole idea is that kids will be able to work on the skills of creating a sentence, a proper sentence. In second grade, students learn that a proper sentence is made with a subject and a predicate. So they're given the equation subject plus predicate equals sentence. So I basically took that idea that I know I'm going to have to teach this year, and I created an activity that's going to allow students to practice. So essentially, the bread with peanut butter and on it has various examples of subjects. So I just typed in some student names that I had this year and last year, just so that they can see themselves reflected in this activity. And then on the bread with jelly on it, those are the predicate. So essentially, it gives you a verb, an action, and then something that reminded me of the student who is the subject. So like one example is Allie and Jazzy picked flowers. Allie and Jazzy being the subject of the sentence, picked flowers being the predicate, the action, what they're doing. And I chose pick flowers because Allie and Jazzy were my students, and that's what they did at recess. They picked these pretty impressive bouquets of flowers. So I decided to make this resource as personable and as colorful as possible. Now, because the items that I chose were peanut butter and jelly, that made designing this really easy. I knew that I wanted to continue that theme all throughout my document, so I essentially took a template from a previous resource, which you'll see here in a moment. It was the gummy bear resource, and I input it into this document, and I just went through and changed some things. So I wanted to have 2 different kinds of fonts available. Some teachers really like a simple font because it makes it easier for students to read. Like decoding is already hard enough, but if you have a really fancy font and a kid can't tell whether the letter is an A or a B, it doesn't work out. So I'm trying to, from now on, make sure that I have at least 2 fonts available. One that's a little more fancy and aesthetic, like the one you see here, and another one that is practical, without a doubt, students will be able to read the font. So I'm going through, I'm also doing something new. I'm adding title pages or segment pages throughout my document. I'm thinking I might be working up to adding a table of contents potentially on the materials page, but I am essentially trying to separate my document in a way that is organized for my customer. So if they've never seen my content before, they know what page to go to, how to use it, how many copies to make in order to do this activity with their students. So we are now on my favorite part of this whole process. It is so satisfying to get to the point where you've created all of your stuff and now you're able to just sit down and cut out your product. I love to listen to the Bible when I am cutting out these products. I'm also a real nerd about podcasts, so I'm really into listening to podcasts as well. The podcast that I'm listening to while I'm cutting right now is called The Leader's Cut. It's with, I'm trying to remember his name. It's with Preston Morrison. And it's a really good podcast if you're interested in checking it out. But I like to take this time to just relax, enjoy doing something simple. I'm trying to use less technology, ironically, so sometimes I'll just cut in silence and just let my thoughts be present and kind of just linger there without always having to be entertained. But cutting these out and getting them laminated really helps make them more durable for your classroom. And then also, after you cut them out and laminate them, you're good to go for the rest of the year. You're good to go for a couple years. So I think it's really important that you cut them out nicely. Especially, it's very helpful if you print it on cardstock, because that's going to make it last even longer. Okay, so we have now at this point completed all of the major parts of our workflow. We have created our product in Canva Pro, making sure that we are doing it with a commercial license and giving credit to the creators who we are borrowing from. After that, we have printed out our product and made sure that it was in the correct format, no margin errors, no typing errors, no color inconsistencies. After that, we have cut out our items carefully from the organized and well-created product that was printed on cardstock. And then after that, we are going to laminate it, store it nicely in a bag, and it is ready to use by our students. But before it can get to our students, other teachers need to buy it, and that is why we are posting this product on TpT. You have already seen me go in and give my product a title, upload the file into TpT. You've also seen me upload a preview, making sure that on my preview document, I am adding a watermark to all of my core pages. That way someone can't just take a screenshot and duplicate what you have or download it and start using your product for free. So I highly recommend always putting a watermark in your previews for that reason. So then I am uploading my thumbnails and then typing out my description. As I said before, I copy and paste my descriptions from previous listings. That way my customers can experience consistency. I also make sure that whenever I'm putting something in my TpT store, it's coming straight out of my product. So if I'm doing a list about everything that's included in the purchase, I'm going to go to the actual product and copy and paste my materials list to make sure that I did not leave anything out or that I did not add anything extra. Okay, at this point, I have done all the core elements of a TpT product listing. I'm now at the point where I'm adding my Common Core standards. This is a moment where I go back into my curriculum books and I open to the unit and lesson that I'm making an extension activity for. So all of you who are teachers hopefully should have some form of curriculum and some access to the learning targets, success criteria, and standards that they are both attached to. So when you're able to look at the LTs and the SCs, the learning targets and the success criteria, they should be aligned to a priority standard. A priority standard is a standard that must be taught before the students leave that grade. So a lot of the reading foundational standards, RF, for second grade are priority standards. So for instance, the standard for this lesson, I believe, is L.2.1F. Oh, it's right here on the screen. So basically, I'm making sure that I attach that standard so other people who are looking to work on a particular skill, the language skill, can go ahead and search for that and then find my product, which is an exact match to that. So after I attach the standards, I go ahead and select the grade, put in a price. I'm going to do $1 for this product, and then I make my listing active. I went and looked over all of my stuff after I posted it, and I realized that I wasn't a fan of how blurry the main cover picture was. So I went in and edited that and then reposted my product for a final time. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below for any resources or videos that you would like to see. Also, please don't forget to head on over to my TpT store and buy a product and leave a review. Those reviews are so helpful in for me to know what works and doesn't work for a product from a customer's point of view. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.